Feels like 1,000 years since I started watching ASMR videos on the internet. So I thought it's about time I add to the collection. And there's a man using a machine next door, so I apologise for that noise. But here we go. I found this old edition of National Geographic magazine from 1998, January. So let's have a look at what was happening in the world back then. I love these two tiny humans. Boop, boop. I didn't know how to get rid of this light that's kind of like reflecting off it. I don't know what's the best way to do it is. Well. Here we go. Polar bears. Cute. What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Something. He's a cameraman under the water, I see. Testing cameras in his backyard. Quit beating us to death with articles on the suffering of Everest climbers. They chose to do this, knew what could happen, and should accept the risks. Climbing Everest is no different from playing Russian roulette. Snap. Whoa, check out this guy. He's a worm. They live off methane. That's disgusting. Wow. 6 foot in diameter. Holy moly, what is that monster? Cool. That's a white penguin. He thought it was a lump of snow, but it was a penguin. That's pretty cute. Most lizards go through the same old motions of lizard life. Mate, leave your mate, have your young, ignore your young. Not so Australian sleepy lizards, which lead more complex lives and practice monogamy more faithfully than any other lizards. There you go. Sleepy lizards. I've never heard of a sleepy lizard. Making sense of the millennium. Whoa. It's not even the year 2000 yet. Why do we explore? It's asking. Oh, it's a pull-out section. The limestone walls of Neversink, a 162-foot deep open-air pit. Whoa. The frontiers, wrote Henry David Thoreau, are not east or west, north or south, but wherever a man fronts a fact. Whoa. going down into the depths. It's hard to see. Population. As the number of human beings grow, what are the impacts? Whoa. That's a lot of boats. Cool. The centre of Yellowstone National Park's Grand Prismatic Spring steams at 199 degrees Fahrenheit, too hot for the multicoloured bacteria clustering on the cooler perimeter, but dead centre is no dead zone. Billions of organisms called thermophiles flourish in the scalding water. Whoa. Mauritania and West Africa. Fishing boats blanket a beach near the capital city of Nouakchott, where the population has grown from 10,000 in 1960 to more than 700,000. Many residents were driven from rural areas by persistent droughts. That's in 1999. I wonder where it's at now. Sorry for the shaking. I keep hitting the camera. Great Barrier Reef. Beautiful. Cool. Check out those weird shape. I don't know what it's from. In pre-Columbian times, Native Americans etched the Mojave Desert with images of their creator, Mastamoho, and his spirit helper, a mountain lion. There he is. Tire tracks from recreational vehicles add the scrolls of modernity. What these people are up to today in the future. 14 years on. No. 24 years on. Wow. What is this? It's a map. It's a very big map about sea explorers. Cool. It's all about the history of travel and exploration. What's the first date on there? It's hard to find. 900? 100. That might be for another video. Oh my god, that's intense. Yucky. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, Irish Sea. It's all about England, I think. Here we go, polar bears. Stalkers of the high Arctic. Oh my gosh, it's carrying an animal. Wow, polar bears can't eat in winter because there's no ice shelf to hunt seals. And so they're fast. In summer, I mean, not in winter. Silly. Summer. Interesting. Wonder how they're going now. Oh my god, what a cutie. Cute. Saying a little prayer. St. Simon's Island. Cool. It's a cool photo. Where's that? Oh, they're all skating. It's pretty cute. Bitter cold ignites celebration in Hinderlopen, a 13th century trading port, whose frozen canal becomes a stage for Schoenridgen. Schoenridgen, or fancy skating. It's a lot of fun, says Gerda Rinks, second woman from the left. And it's a part of our culture that I don't want us to lose. How cute are they all? Look at their hats and their jumpers. I love it. There's so much snow. We don't have snow where I live, so this is all pretty cool to me. One and all are possessed with the spirit of motion, wrote Mary Dodge in her classic tale of Hans Brinker. The obsession still holds in the Netherlands, where some 10,000 countrymen skated the 115-kilometre 11 Lakes tour last winter. For ego, for exercise, for the pure love of ice. Amelia Earhart. What a cool chick. The love of flying is the love of beauty, said Earhart. It was more beautiful up there than anything I had known. Earhart hoped to cap her career in 1937 by becoming the first woman aviator to fly around the world and the first pilot to do so at the equator. Retracing Amelia's globe-circling route on World Flight 97, pilot Linda Finch and her navigator glimpsed the rarefied loveliness for which Amelia paid so dearly. Like all great passions, Earhart's love of flying hit her suddenly. She was 21, working as a nurse's aide in a hospital in Toronto, tending the maimed and dying from the battlefields of the Great War. It was November 1918, and for a break from her duties, she went to a local airfield. She watched transfixed as a plane took off in the snow. The backwash of the propellers threw burning, biting snow into my face, she wrote 14 years later. It was like the finest cold shower you ever imagined. I determined then that I would someday ride one of those devil machines and make it blow snow to my will. The elder of 2 daughters of an alcoholic railroad lawyer and a genteel mother, Earhart seems to have been born with a daredevil streak. Her mother catered to it, dressing her in bloomers, outfits that shocked all the nice little girls, as Amelia put it, in their town of Atchison, Kansas. With bloomers billowing, she'd speed downhill on her sled, belly down, the way the boys did it. She'd popped off rats with a .22 in her grandfather's barn and explored the dark caves in the cliffs above Missouri River. To Earhart, learning to fly seemed no more daring than these stunts, and by 1921 she had a license to compete. I keep saying Earhart, but maybe it's Earhart. I don't actually know. Famous as a trouser-clad, tassel-haired daredevil, Amelia also delighted in fripperies like the dress shoes and beaded gown it left, clothing she designed with tiny silver propellers for buttons, sold at Macy's department store in 1934. How sweet. Her femininity could surprise even her closest companions. The tapering loveliness of her hands was almost unbelievable. Found in one who did the things she did, wrote husband George Putnam. After a failed takeoff attempt damaged Amelia's first plane, flight instructor Nita Snook turned to see the young pilot, compact in hand, calmly powdering her nose. Thanks for joining me.